Lights? Okay. Unang-una sa lahat, I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you for coming here. But before that, I just want to appreciate how amazing this event is. Sobrang dami ganda ng grounding natin na narinig natin from Jericho. Ganda ng lessons natin nakuha natin from Coach P. Ang ganda ng tawa at ng mga ngiti natin nakuha natin mula sa karisma ni Mike Balolong. And of course, Pearl Hung. The best. The best. And I'm so nervous right now. Dapat kasi nauna ako bago si Pearl eh. But no, this is actually a great event. And I'm so happy sa inyong lahat right now. Pero before anything else, let's take a deep breath in to take in all the lessons that we've learned from this event so far. Okay? Close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Go deep. Inhale. Exhale. Now open your eyes. Open your eyes. And kagaya ni Pearl, hawakan niyo naman yung puso niyo. And in these heart healing sessions, I want all of us to thank our hearts for beating. We've thanked a lot of things in this world, pero kailan natin huling pinasalamatan yung puso natin? Thank our heart. Thank you for making me alive. Thank you for supplying blood and oxygen sa katawan ko so I can be here right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here right now. This is an amazing event. And let me just pull up my screen. For today's topic, I am going to, unang-una sa lahat, bago pala ako magsimula, daming mic na first time ko magsalita. And naninibago ako, sobrang daming mic. So, pakisamahan niyo ako. But I want to talk about why holding on does more damage than letting go. By the way, sino nakikinig ng podcast ko? There's a lot of people listening to the podcast. So it's like a live podcast session. Nakita niyo na yung mukha ko. Nakakatawa ba? Okay. So, tinanong na kayo nilang lahat kung paano kayo ngayon. And I'm sure that you guys can all relate to the things that we're all talking about here. But I want to ask you once again, sino dito nakaranas ng heartbreak? Ang dami. Okay. So I think we can all agree that we have something in common. We all go through something that hurts us in the process. We all go through something, an event, a person, a situation that tears us completely, that breaks us down, that breaks our hearts. And if we can understand that, meron tayong isang mapupulot na lesson. Pain is constant. No matter where we are, bata man tayo, lumaki man tayo, pain is constant. No matter where you are, ano man ang status mo sa buhay, laging darating sa point na mahihirapan ka, na masasaktan ka. But here's the thing. Sino dito yung nasaktan na more than one time? More than 2 times? More than 3 times? More than 4 times? Okay. Sa mga nagtaas ng kamay, pakicheck nga yung puso nyo kung gumagana pa. Okay pa naman? Kaya pa? Okay. So if you understand that pain is constant, I think there's a bigger question to ask. Why is it that there are some heartbreaks that hurt more than the others? Balikan niyo yung mga times na nasaktan kayo sa buhay niyo. Hindi naman sila pare-parehas ng sakit. Merong mga times na mas masakit yung iba. Mas masakit yung ibang heartbreak, mas mahirap makalimutan, mas mahirap mag-move on, mas mahirap mag-heal. Bakit? I want to tell you a little bit of backstory, why the reason I'm here. First of all, I've always imagined myself speaking in front of crowd here in TICC. Pero in-imagine ko siya noon, nag-graduate ako from Mapua. Pero di ko in-expect na tungkol pala sa heartbreak ko yung topic ko pag nagsasalita na ako dito. No, it's a good thing, actually. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's just a weird thing, but I'm so, so grateful. So I want to tell you a little bit of my background, why I'm here standing in front of you. For the people who don't know me, let me tell you a little bit of my story. I fell in love at a very early age. Age 13, kinikilig na po ako. In love na po ako. Malandi na po ako. 13 years old, I fell in love at a very early age. And it was, it was puppy love. It was fun, it was exciting, it was a very young kind of love, and we lasted for a very long time. For the whole 4 years of our high school, we became the high school sweethearts. President siya ng student council, vice president po ako. Okay? We were the power couple, the high school sweetheart nung kapanahunan namin. So, when it came to a point that we need to decide, where do we go to college? She had plans to become a lawyer. I didn't have any plans in my life. Walang direction yung buhay ko. Wala akong gusto, wala akong pangarap. But then, my mother, who is present here ngayon, hi Ma! Hi. Okay, so my mother saw an ad from Mapua University. Sabi niya, 4 years engineer ka na. Sabi niya, ayaw mo yun, 4 years engineer ka na. Sige, doon ka na mag-enroll. Me, I didn't have anything that I wanted. Why not? Sige, go. So I went there. I stayed in Manila. For the first time, I was 16 years old. I didn't know what I wanted in my life. I didn't know kung kaya ko ba, kung hindi. And then, after ng first term ng Mapua, I was rewarded with 2 failing grades. I failed basic algebra and I failed basic trigonometry. The most fundamental subjects in engineering, I failed them. And that was the moment in my life that I lost my self-esteem. Sabi ko, I looked around. People around me were passing. What is wrong with me? Anong mali? And that's the moment that it became spiraling down. My life, started to spiral down. After 4 years, my girlfriend, back then, tumagal kami 7 years. Sorry, hindi ko tatalunin yung 12 years ni Mike. Mas matagal yung 12 years ni Mike. Okay? Sa amin, tumagal kami ng 11 years. 11 years. But then, she had other plans. She wanted to live the single life. She wanted to try, being alone in her own world. And I don't blame her. We've been together since 13 years old. Lahat ng ginagawa ko kasama siya. Lahat ng desisyon na ginagawa ko kasama siya. Lahat ng iniisip ko, kailangan isipin ko rin siya. Hindi ko sinunod si Skus Taklino sinabi niyang, para. Okay. Ang init ng pangalan pala na magdahan-dahan ako sa mga sinasabi ko. Sorry. Pero hindi ko sinunod Skus Taklino sinabi niya ng, wag gawing mundo yung tao lang. Hindi, ginawa ko mundo yung tao lang. But when we separated, I lost a bit of myself. I lost who I was. Sino ako? 11 years of my life, kasama ko siya, sino ako? How would I go on in this life? How would I act? How would I think? Everything that I know in life, it was with her. Wala na. I lost my identity. And what happened is, I was young, I was naive, I was stupid. So I did what every young and naive and stupid kid would do. Once I got my heart broken, I wrecked my life even more. I didn't sleep right, I didn't eat right, I was very depressed. I couldn't focus on my school. I asked my mom if I could drop out. My mom, with all the kindness that she has, she said yes. But I didn't use that time to heal. In fact, I wrecked my life even more. I drank a lot. Meron pang streak for 21 straight days, lasing. I didn't know what I would do in my life. And the next part of that story became very, very dark. I hit my rock bottom, and I'm sure a lot of people here has hit their rock bottom in their lives. And you know what rock bottom is. Everything is black and white. I want this to end. Ayoko na. Tama na. Bakit ako? Nagmahal lang naman ako. Wala naman akong ginawang mali. And so what I did, what I planned is, you know what? There's nothing for me here in this world anymore. So at that point, I planned to end my life. I planned to end my story. I wrote my goodbye message kay Mama, sa mga ex ko, sa ex ko. Sorry. Nadudulas. My bad. I wrote goodbye letters to my friends, to my mother, to my ex. And then I was really inspired by the movie 13 Reasons Why. So please be careful when you're watching sad movies. Sabi nga ni Pearl, huwag na kayo manood na malungkot. Malulungkot lang kayo lalo. And that's what I did. So I planned it out. I was going to do it in another town. Nag-withdraw ako, kumuha ako ng natitirang 300 pesos. I went there sa bus station. Tapos, pagdating doon, wala nang bus. So sabi ko, okay, fine. Papaumaga ko. And then, ang ginawa ko is pinaumaga ko siya. But there was something different. At that point, I was still sure that I was going to do it. But when I woke up the next day, I said to myself, let us give this a try. Just one last time. If I'm going to die today, then might as well give this life another chance. One more try. Isang araw pa. And when I did that, everything was different. There was colors. Everything was, sobrang daming tao. Daming ngiti. Ang daming okay sa paligid mo. And I was so dumbfounded because the night before, it was black and white, but the next day was colorful. So I said, okay, let's see. Baka, I want to see what they wanted to say. So I opened up my phone, and then there were tons of messages coming in. And wala pang 1 minute, my mother was calling. And ang sabi niya lang, I could hear from the creaks of her voice na she hadn't slept all night. She was so broken. And I heard her, she said, Nak, uwi ka na. And when I heard that, I broke down. I was on the bus, and I broke down. Iyak ako ng iyak. And I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I snapped out of it. And then I broke down and said, Ma, I'm coming home. I'm so sorry. I'm coming home. And then when I went home, I hit a reset button. I said to myself, if I'm going to give this life another chance, then might as well make the most of it. I'm going to stop living in someone else's life. This is my life. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm going to do how I want to do it. I'm going to do when I want to do it. I won't let my worth be tied to some other people's decisions, thoughts, and words. I owe it to myself. So I hit the reset button. And looking back, now I understood why there are a lot of things, a lot of people who are suffering. Because alam natin sa lahat, we are all experiencing suffering, right? And so we all know that pain is constant. But there's one more aspect that makes the suffering even worse. What's that? Anybody can take a guess? What is the difference? Bakit may mga heartbreaks na mas masakit? Bakit merong okay lang, kaya naman? It's because even though pain is constant, there are a lot of us who are resisting the pain. Ayaw nating masaktan. Sinong gustong masaktan? Masakit masaktan. Pero mas masasaktan tayo kung aayawan natin. Kung pipilin natin na hindi para sa akin to. Hindi ayoko tong maramdaman. Hindi to totoo. The more that we resist, that pain is here, that the pain that we're feeling is supposed to be here in our hearts so that it could teach us something, the more that we will suffer. So if we want to lessen the suffering, pain, hindi natin yan matatanggal. Pero resistance, kayang-kaya natin bawasan yan. And as I've said, there's only one way that we can lessen the resistance. Is if we let go. We let go of the what should be's, the what could be's, the what ifs, and we accept what is. Masakit, oo. Mahirap, oo. Papaiyakin ka, oo. Pero yun yung katotohanan. We are in this position right now because we are experiencing pain. And I know, we all want to live in a perfectly peaceful life, na walang nasasaktan, pero that's not the world that we live in. Maybe in the afterlife, maybe in the next life, but right now, pain is here. And so every time that we look at pain, we don't try to look at it as something na it's not for us. Because pain is nature's way of changing us, of making us grow, of helping us be the person that we want to be. That's what pain is. Pansinin nyo, sa mga times na nahihirapan tayo, dun tayo mas lumalaki. Working out, no one wants to do the extra rep. No one wants to do the extra push-up. Mahirap, but that's how we grow. Studying for an exam, mahirap mag-aral, all-nighters, overtime sa work para makamit yung mga pangarap natin sa buhay. That's pain, but that's how we do it. That's how life is. We need pain to make us bigger. But resistance, it's up to us. Nasa atin na yun. Are we gonna hold on to it? I imagine it like if ever a situation in your life causing you pain. It's like it's tied up there and there's a rope, right? So you're doing your best, hinihila mo, nasasaktan na yung kamay mo, hinihila mo pa rin. You're trying to fight it, but you know na hindi na matatanggal yan, but you're still trying to fight it. You're resisting. You can train to be the best, puller. You can train para mas malakas kayo, para mahila nyo yun, pero hindi nyo yung matatalo. There's always gonna be some circumstance in your life that's gonna be bigger than you. Nasasaktan ka na hindi mo talaga kakayanin ngayon, at this moment. So what you will do, pansinin nyo, the more that you try to pull back the life that you thought you had, the expectations that you had before, the more that you want to bring that back in your life, the more na masasaktan ka. The way to battle it is not to become bigger, try to pull it, more. It's to let go and understand that you have a choice. You have a choice to let go and to walk away. Turn your back around and walk away. You have that choice. You have that option to let go. And so for the past 2 years, I've been dedicating my life into trying to let go every single day. I put down my goals. I've been addicted to personal development. And as you may know, you might have listened to my podcast, which has been a great success, something that I've never, ever imagined in my life. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've grown the TikTok 1 million followers. No, F that. 2 million followers. More than I could ever imagine. But here's the thing. There is no secret in what I did. All I knew is I had to let go of what I thought my life could have been. And I started asking myself, ano ba yung gusto ko? Gusto ko ba maging masaya? Gusto ko ba magkaroon ng mapayapang buhay? Gusto ko ba magkaroon ng mga bagay na yan? Write it down. Want it. Desire it. You can have it too. The peace that I have right now, that's something that I'm wishing for all of you. And I want you to understand that all of you can have it, but you have to let go. Next. Now, there are 3 principles in letting go. First of all, letting go is challenging. Alam natin na mahirap to. Hindi porket nagawa ng isang tao, dali na pala, sige, let go na lang, hayaan mo na lang. No, letting go is challenging. But letting go is supposed to be challenging. Because if it was easy, you wouldn't want it. You want to learn how to let go because that's how you know that you can step up to the next level. So expect that letting go every single day is a challenge that is being brought to your day, araw-araw, until you become stronger, until you become better, until you've learned to heal. Letting go is challenging. Always remember this: hard choices, easy life. Easy choices, hard life. Pansinin nyo, yung mga bagay na alam nyo makakasama sa inyo, pag ginagawa nyo siya, masaya, masarap, madali. Pero after nun, shame, regret, anger, resentment towards yourself. Pansinin nyo, yung mga bagay na mahihirap ngayon, working out, studying, focusing on yourself, taking care of your finances, investing in yourself. Yung mga bagay na yon, mahirap, pero doon pinapadali niya yung buhay mo. Tama? Hard choices, easy life. Thank you. Easy choices, hard life. Next is letting go is painful. Pero as we said, pain is okay. Pain helps us grow. Pain teaches us a lot of things. And letting go is very painful. And I want you to allow yourself to grieve. For a lot of people here, may mga nagsasabi na ready na silang mag-let go. But if this is the first time that you're telling that to yourself, I want you to understand that it's not an easy process. It's going to be very painful, but it's going to be worth it. And so please, if you're trying to let go of anything, hindi man tao, pangarap, minsan pangarap kailangan nating i-let go. Tama? Minsan mga plano natin kailangan nating i-let go. Tama? Pandemic, walang nanghiling nito. No one wanted this. But again, it happened. It's real. It's here. And it is very, very painful. And the reason why a lot of us are still hurting dahil dito sa pandemic because we didn't allow ourselves to grieve. And that's what happened when something is taken away from you. Pag natanggalan ka ng isang bagay sa'yo, whether pangarap yan, plano, tao sa buhay mo, kailangan mag-grieve ka. Allow yourself to grieve because in the process of growing, there's grieving. Grieving for your old self because you're killing your old self and you're letting your new self come into life. Allow yourself to grieve. And the last principle of letting go is letting go takes time. Hindi po siya yung ngayon nag-attend na ng heart healing sessions. Although the tools and the tips and the strategies that we're sharing with you guys, it's very valuable, but the real battle begins outside. When you're out there, when you're all alone inside here, that's when it becomes very difficult. That's when it becomes very painful, very challenging. So understand that letting go takes time. Understand that sometimes the heart needs more time understanding what the mind already knows. Alam mo na, nandito ka sa heart healing session, sa pakinggan mo lahat ng speaker. You know, this is how to move on, this is how to grow, this is how to heal, this is how to empower yourself. But sometimes, the heart needs more time understanding what the mind already knows. So when you catch yourself hating yourself, alam mo naman bakit hindi ka pa mag-heal? Alam mo naman bakit hindi ka pa mag-move on? Alam mo naman bakit hindi mo pa ginagawa? That's not gonna help you. You need to be your number one supporter. You need to be your number one cheerleader. You need to be there for yourself. So understand that your heart, it needs kindness. Hindi niya na kailangan na pagalitan mo siya. Kailangan niya ng kaibigan. Kailangan niya ng taong susuporta sa kanya. So the more that you hate yourself, that you're not getting how to do this healing thing that we're all doing. healing stuff that we're all doing. The more na pinapagalitan mo yung sarili mo, the more na mahihirapan ka. Be kind. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you how to let go. There are 5 steps on how I did it, and I hope that it can help you with your life. Please, guys, if anything, a quote, a thought, an idea inspired you, please take down notes. Huwag siya yung naalala mo lang dito. Lagay nyo sa notes nyo, take a photo of it, take it down, write it down. So that maaalala nyo siya, at this moment, I learned this stuff. Pag binalikan nyo yung notes nyo, now you know. Can be a great reminder for you. So these are the steps on how to let go. First one, we need to acknowledge Of course, kailangan muna nating tanggapin na nahihirapan tayo. Of course, kailangan muna nating i-pinpoint na kailangan na nating i-let go to. If we can't name it, we can't change it. Name what you need to let go. Pangalanan nyo, ano ba yon? Ano ba yung kailangan yung i-let go? I-acknowledge nyo na mahirap to, pero kailangan na, and gagawin ko na to. I accept. Please understand that it's okay not to be okay. We've heard this a lot of times, right? We heard this a lot of times. But what does it really mean? It means that if we're grieving, that if we're experiencing pain, we need to be okay with it. We need to give ourselves time to grieve. Because that's the only way we acknowledge it. The more that we don't try, ang ginagawa kasi ng iba ganito. There are 3 ways to deal with pain. First is we numb ourselves. That's why a lot of people cope with drugs, with alcohol, with nambababae, nanlalalaki. That's how they're coping with. It numbs themselves. The act of whatever they're doing, it numbs themselves. Wala silang nararamdaman. The other way to deal with pain is they avoid it. They either numb themselves or they avoid it. And when they avoid it, nilulunod nila yung sarili nila sa trabaho. Natutulog sila 12 hours sa isang araw para lang hindi makita kung ano yung nararamdaman nila. That's not acknowledging. So the more that we do that, pagtingin natin, the pain is still there. Diyan pa rin siya. Nahabol pa rin tayo. Nasa likod pa rin natin. So take the time to acknowledge it. Don't try to numb yourself. Don't try to avoid it. Feel it. Which leads me to my... and also, when we acknowledge it, we allow ourselves to become vulnerable. And guys, I know that we live in a culture na sinasabi, pag malakas ka, keep your chin up. Kaya mo yan. Huwag kang umiyak dyan. Laban. Lalo na sa mga lalaki dito. That's how we were taught. Right? That's how society programmed us. Kaya mo na yan. Right? So, pakibalik nga sa saglit. Vulnerability is not only part of the process of healing, it's one of the truest demonstration of strength. Because the truth is, it takes so much courage to accept na hindi ako okay. But once you're able to say that in front of the mirror and express that to your friends, to your family, to yourself, then that's the way that you acknowledge it. Next. The next is express. Always remember, pain demands to be felt. Pakiulit nga, pain demands to be felt. Pain demands to be felt. When we don't allow ourselves to express the feeling that we have, the feeling of pain, ang nangyayari, para pong hinihipan lang natin yung lobo, tapos, ayan, okay na yan. That's how we express our pain. Tapos, nandiyan na naman yung sakit, hipan na naman. Hindi natin namamalayan, lumalaki na lumalaki yung pressure, hanggang sa isang araw, it's gonna blow up in our face. And that's why you have your breakdowns. That's why you have your burnouts. That's why nalulunod na lang kayo, na magugulat na lang kayo at your point, nagka-crisis kayo. Kasi inipon nyo lahat eh. You bottled it all up. So understand that pain demands to be felt. Here's a task that I'm assigning all of you guys to do. And 10 minutes na lang daw, so medyo bibilisan ko na. Here's a task that I want you to do. Any kind of emotion, it needs to be tangible with a physical act. So how do we do that? So for example, if we want to let go, then we need to have a symbolic act of letting go. If meron pa dito na nag-move on from their ex, pag-compile nyo lahat ng gamit niya, ilagay nyo sa isang box, put it somewhere na hindi nyo na makikita. Bakit parang hirap na hirap kayo? Akala ko ba gusto nyo No, I'm just kidding. Mahirap talaga. Mahirap talaga. So lahat ng gamit, because here's the thing. Out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Tanggalin natin sa hindi natin nakikita. Next. Also, another thing. Kung meron pa kayong mga bigat na laman ng puso nyo, write it down. Write it down by journaling. Write it down by having a piece of paper and write down everything that you haven't said before sa gusto mong i-clear lang yon. Right? Or kung meron kayo, kahit nga email try writing it out. Huwag nyo isa-send. Pero, draft it up, write it down, say, fuck you, all of those things, lahat ng emotions mo, lagay mo doon. Pero huwag mo sisend. Pero express it. Ilabas mo na. Because when you write it down, now it's out of your system. It's not here anymore. It's there. You can see it. This is my hate. This is the negative emotion that I'm feeling. It's not here anymore. It's there. It's not you anymore. Next. Next is forgive. Forgive who? Forgive yourself for not knowing any better, and that's okay. Because sabi nga ni Miss Pearl kanina, we all learn. And hindi maling magkamali. Right? Forgive yourself for not knowing any better. Because here's the thing. The actions that you made before, that was your best. Right now, it wasn't. Right now, it isn't. Pero before, that was your best. But why would you hate yourself if you thought that was the best decision in your life? You only tried to survive. You only did what you thought was best for you. So allow yourself, so forgive yourself. Next is forgive other people. Forgive, but do not forget. Forgive, but do not forget. One of the best people that I've met in my life said this to me. Core memories shouldn't be forgotten. It's the basis of your values. Your experiences make you who you are. Yung iba sa atin, ang dami ko nakukuha ng tanong, Alec, paano ba makalimot? Bakit? Bakit mo gustong kalimutan yon? Nasaktan ako Oo nga, minahal mo, oo. Bakit mo gustong kalimutan yon? Para makalimutan yung sakit? Here's the thing. When you mask your heart, trying not to let it feel the pain, you're also masking your heart to experience the joy that love has to offer. Pag ayaw mong masaktan, wala ka ring chance makaranas ng kasiyahan. That's the risk of falling in love. Next. Next is accept. Understand that this is meant to be. And here's the thing. The reason why a lot of you guys are here, it's because of that particular heartbreak. So now I want you to accept it for what it is. It was a point in your life that is teaching you something, that is sharing you a lesson that you will now use moving forward. This is meant to be. Life changes when you see that life is not happening to you, by Tony Robbins, if you guys are familiar with his work. Life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. Balikan mo yung mga times na nasaktan ka. Ilang beses mo hinahanap yung sarili mo na you catch yourself saying na, kaya pala ako nasaktan. Here's the thing, guys. Kung gaano kasakit, yung sakit na ramdaman nyo before, when you start to heal, the love that will replace it will be 10 times more. But you gotta accept it for what it is. It was painful, but it was supposed to happen. And you may not understand it now, but give it time. Give it time, give it space, and you'll see that everything was meant for you. You'll find purpose if you give it time. Next. Lastly is stay present, okay? Stay present. Here's one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite movies. It's from Kung Fu Panda. And sabi ni Master Oogway, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That's why it's called it present. Next. Always understand that every day is a gift. Every single day is a gift. And ito yung mas masaya, hindi lang siya gift na binigay sa'yo ngayon na buhay ka. Actually, there's a gift within the gift. And that gift is the opportunity for you to make a life that you want to have. For you to decide, ano ba yung gusto ko? I want that. I will make that happen. That's the gift. The gift is not this day. Lahat tayo binibigyan ng araw. And it's a gift because we didn't earn it, we didn't ask for it, but we are given. Hindi naman natin hiniling na mabuhay pa tayo, pero buhay tayo. It's a gift, but within that gift is another gift of an opportunity to live a life that you want. Every given moment is a gift. Right now, this moment right here, the fact that 100 plus people came here to take care of their hearts, this is a momentous, it's a special moment. No one has ever done this in the Philippines. Lahat tayo puro ganito. No one wants to take care of this heart. But the world is catching up. People in the States, in the Europe, they all know how important it is to take care of your heart. So please take this moment as a gift and pass it to everyone else that you know, and let them be reminded that you need to take care of your heart. Because we all need to take care of 4 things: our bodies, our mind, our hearts, and our souls. Lose one of them, it's going to be empty for you. You can still be successful if you don't take care of your heart. I've seen it. But it's going to be a hollow pursuit. So please, take this moment. Appreciate this moment. Look at the people around you. This is a special moment. And bring this moment to the rest of your life. I may not be promising, I can't promise you that I will, okay na kayo. But I can promise you that if you try to believe in all the things that we're sharing here, take what you can and apply it in your own life, you'll start to heal. And when you start to heal, that's when the blessings come in. Okay pa. Lastly, I just want to give you guys, I know over time, but I want to say this anyway. So please, guys, learn to let go. Because when we let go, we allow the good things in our life to make space for the better ones. The longer that we hold on to things that are not meant for us, the longer that we delay the things that are meant for us. When we let go, we honor the love that was present. And guys, just the fact that you fell in love is a special moment. It's a special opportunity. Not everyone can fall in love, but you were able. So please honor that and be thankful. When we let go of the what should be's, the what could be's, the what ifs, and we allow what is to come forward in our lives. And what it is a blessing in disguise. It's not a rejection, it's a redirection. It's not the end of your book, it's the beginning of a new chapter. And so please, let go. Because honestly, we deserve it. You deserve it. Thank you.
Grabe, thank you, Sir Alec. Diyan ka lang.
Okay.
Para makapag-let go na ako. Hindi, joke lang. One more time, let's give this man a huge round of applause. You know what? I liked it when he said that he was, you can, ang tawag doon, mahirap pag-Tagalog, pwede kayo tumayo, palakpakan niyo siya. It's okay. I felt the power inside the room, and I know that some people here are empowered to move on, to move forward, to let go. So later you'll have time to thank this man. And thank you, sir. Because you took the courage to move on our behalf. Nauna ka.
Nauna lang ako.
Makakasunod na kami.
Yeah.
Salamat. Thank you, sir. So
Thank you.
later we'll see you. So,